Okay, new additions to the agenda?
Oh, shoot, did I leave that downstairs?
I think you did. I don't have it.
So I go to camera set. Right.
Station break.
Public be heard. Guess you could go to that.
Yeah, we can open the floor to public be heard. We can leave that open to the end, right, until somebody comes in.
We could do the next one.
Oh, he's gotta take the votes. May 29th.
Oh,
Peter, you get
I
points
was-
for
oh,
remembering.
there's that one. Then we can't do the other one either, because I wasn't here. The meeting before that.
You get points for remembering. After I hounded you about it.
We got a table.
So which one is it?
The meeting, the minutes.
Minutes, we don't have to pull out.
Oh, the minutes.
You weren't here last time. Yeah,
One wasn't here and one time one wasn't here the other.
yeah. That's all right.
Okay, so we do have a new addition to the agenda, which is the non-union. We need a motion to approve all non-union wage increases.
You can add that to the voting. Go from there.
We add it to the voting items.
So it'll be item J.
So that's it.
Okay, so we can move right on? Or we need to make a
No,
motion?
yeah, no, we're good there. We can do that. Once we get down to J, we'll
Okay.
yes, do that.
All right, so we already opened it up. We already opened it for a public hearing while you were gone.
We just want to find out if there's anyone here that can speak for public be heard, but there's nobody here.
No. Okay, so we have to table the approval of the minutes because we don't have a quorum. Because one was gone one time and the other was gone the other time, so. We'll move on to department reports. So, streets, you're up.
I'm in high flow, so I'm not part of that.
High flow.
High flow. Guys.
Stacy said she's coming, so.
Yeah, it should be. Nothing to report?
I have nothing more to add.
Okay, so we will go to codes.
Not much to add, other than demos continuing on Lakeview Ave.
Have you been up there and looked at that?
Yes, they have. What they're trying to do is reclaim some of the wood, especially like the rafters.
So when we went and looked, it looked like they were putting brand new walls and stuff in there. Some of that lumber looked brand new.
No, that was all put in because
Before his wife died.
it was like that before the demo.
Oh,
Because he had altered the building without a permit on the inside.
Right.
He was like several years ago.
Yeah, he started rebuilding it without.
oh, I see. Because we noticed brand new lumber kind of hanging out the window and
Yeah.
new walls, lumber
Yeah,
walls.
they're taking everything out.
Okay.
They're trying to save all the lumber.
I got you.
Some of them rafters, the old rough cut rafters, so the Amish or men like whatever doing this.
Like a big old barn.
Dennis, what next steps have you engaged for 14th Street?
I'm trying to get, I've got to do an accusatory issue and put it in court. I haven't got there
So it was my understanding, 14th Street, he was putting that up for sale, he hasn't done that yet.
We haven't done that.
Not that I know of,
I just drove by it, yes.
I haven't seen anything.
Scott, you notice the water shut off on Third Street?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mysteriously, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
the
what about-
guys are just quit running.
You know,
Is that normal?
in the summertime, they don't
Holy
stop.
cow.
That quick, though?
Once the water table goes down.
Water table.
That baby is dry.
Yeah.
He hasn't responded either. I sent him a notice,
Darn.
a violation order remedy. He hasn't responded yet. But he's, part of what he's got to do is be able to fix that basement so it doesn't leak anymore.
Or dry,
That's a
everything
property
dries up.
maintenance issue.
Yeah. Everything just goes away.
Okay, that's it, Dennis?
Yeah.
Water?
How are they doing today up there, Megan, with, the pre-treatment tanks?
I didn't even go up there today, they got it all blocked off.
Did they protect the rest of your bay with the sandblasting they're doing? Cool.
That'll be a mess. Okay, moving right along.
Did they walk through the paint that they're gonna put on it after they sandblast with you? With the type of epoxy paint they
I
have?
didn't see anything.
We should get with Amanda and ask her what they're doing, applying, and just make sure you're good with it.
That's the right sheet.
All set, Stephen?
There was one other thing, Meg, what do we do about, is there any implications with, something else I read yesterday? Wasn't there something with Town of Dix or WGI had some leaks or issues?
They did, and they fixed a bunch of them, but I think they still got some your hydrants or something.
Isn't that like an ongoing thing for them, basically?
They,
So they do that or we do that?
they do that.
They fix it, but we don't help find it?
We don't do anything up there except for help them right before they get us.
Okay.
With pouring.
Thanks, Brandon.
That's it? Let's see. No, that's right. Ethan, police.
Thanks for pulling that together.
Yeah, it's a nice report.
Hey, Ashley, didn't get it now.
The door downstairs is locked.
Uh-oh. That'll keep the people.
That'll keep people from coming.
Public be heard.
Not that there was a line at the door, but.
Okay, Ethan, you're all set, so we can go back to parks.
I don't think there was anything else on there.
You said the swimming thing will be open when? Next week?
We're planning on the weekend of June 27th, but I might have enough lifeguards,
Oh, that's right.
certified to be able to open it the weekend of June 20th. Cause I have some tape and CPR training tomorrow.
Water's 54 degrees.
I saw a lady in it the other day with her dogs, it acted like nothing was wrong.
54, he says, the guy next door to me jumped in today off his dock. I thought I was gonna have to go after him. He was squealing, carrying on, oh my God. It's terrible. 54 degrees, I looked at him, what are you thinking?
Yeah, really?
Stacy, so I went by a couple different times over the weekend. Is there, and I understand there was flooding, but is the kayak guy, has he moved? Because at one point he was blocking 2 spots. It might have been better for him to go to the other end of the parking lot, where he doesn't chew up the parking lot
that's just temporary though, right?
Yeah.
Until it dries up a little more?
Like as soon as the ground
Yeah,
dries up.
whenever it's been there for, I don't know, what, 2, 3 weeks?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks he's been in there.
Yeah.
I know I think he opened a little bit later than we usually
He
open.
did 'cause of the water.
And I think he was the second week in May before he got over there.
Yeah, you may not be able to move. Just on the weekend, when I went by, there was quite a few cars and they couldn't park in those 3 spots. I'm not saying you'll fit over there, it just might be something to look
So,
at.
yeah, okay.
And that reminds me too, so that pipe that comes out must be from the falls across the street. Did you guys put dirt in there and bring some stone or Scotty?
Across the street.
So there's that black poly pipe that comes, must come from under the street and comes out by, and it's a black poly pipe that goes into the lake. And do you guys put some fill in there or something, right? On the beach? You didn't put any fill in? Oh, cause I was wondering, because it looks like that's all dammed up where that pipe comes out, instead of there being like a little,
It's probably from that wind that Sunday of that
Yeah, we haven't,
demo there, the
we haven't touched that at all.
dumpster day. That wind was so bad coming from the north.
brought all
Maybe-
that dirt in there?
Shit,
Oh,
boy, it could have.
yeah, okay. I was just wondering if we needed to make a little canal there for that water to get out into the lake.
Yeah, I'll look at it tomorrow.
All right.
If we have to, we'll run over the backhoe and move it.
Yeah, you probably just a couple of shovels, just enough to get the water, because it's like dammed up there.
That's probably where it's from, I would think. That storm we had. That was pretty good.
You all set, Stace?
Yep.
All right, I need a motion to approve.
One thing, hey Scott, would you pass on, for you as the leader of that group and then your teams, John Terry reached out to me. Wanted me to let you guys know that he really appreciated it. He put out a lot of branches after that windstorm a week and a half ago,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, we put a lot out.
And they were very grateful for what you guys did. And I had another person stop me and compliment how quick you guys cleaned the whole village up there.
There's a lot out.
Yeah, you guys,
Spent half the day picking up after that.
so great job. And
Thanks.
so John and Cemetery said, thank you so much.
That it, Stephen?
Yeah, that's all right.
Anybody else? Okay, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve all reports.
Second.
Any discussions? We've discussed. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. I need a motion for voting item A.
Make a motion to approve the procurement request by the street department cemetery for one Ferris IS 600 zero-turn mower from Southern Finger Lakes Equipment LLC in the amount of $6,495.
Second.
Discussion. We have all that information here, right?
No, that's not the next one.
Oh, that's the next one?
This one. The unit that he's buying for the cemetery is a smaller package unit to get between tombstones and stuff like that.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Motion for voting item B.
Make a motion to approve the procurement request by the Buildings and Grounds Department for one Wright ZXT 72 zero-turn mower from CJ's Custom Auto LLC in the amount of $16,324.62.
Second.
Discussions.
The package he presented here is a breakdown between two units that he got quotes on.
Yep, CJ's. 13 miles an hour. I know. Imagine cars used to cost that when one time. Any discussions?
No, this is, Scott, so this is impressive. This is what we would hope to see from every department head when purchasing This also clearly states out some of the maintenance efficiencies that you're gonna, incur as a positive. And also the additional acreage that you can cut with going to a wider deck, and plus the speeds, which aren't, outrageous, but still, you're gonna get a lot more done, this is more efficient. And then just understanding some of this, you're now going from probably like a 200 to 300 hour oil change from motor oil to 500. So that's probably a saving, I'm just doing simple napkin math, probably $100 to $200 a year with fully loaded costs of you guys doing it. And then also your hydraulics, which you've got to do that at least twice a year. So you're saving probably another $200 to $300 a year in just that. And then your fully loaded maintenance costs to do that. So this is impressive, nice job.
So, I understand, so it's a bigger piece of equipment so you can go longer before oil changes?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Bigger motor.
It's not a bigger piece of equipment, it's got a, go ahead, Scott.
It's got 2 pumps instead of 1, so it's less wear on the 1 pump. The deck is a bigger unit, that way we can cut more at a time. The reason we got the comparison, because we had the Ferris. So we're stepping away from the Ferris and going to a right. That's why we did the comparison, to show you why we're doing it.
Okay, Oh, very good. Any more discussions?
Remind me to get your POs in the morning, if that happens.
Yeah, this is a great job pulling this together. Nice job.
Attaboy, Scotty. Okay, that's it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, motion for voting items C.
I'll make a motion to surplus 1 44-inch Ferris zero-turn cemetery and 1 61-inch zero-turn B and G.
Second.
Discussion. Pretty self-explanatory, right?
I think you should table this.
We should table this? What do you think?
Until we find out what's wrong with his work he has.
These aren't one of those, just for the record. These
Yeah,
are-
but what size more do you may have a problem with, Scott?
It's a 61-inch deck.
Yeah, and this is a 61-inch deck we wanna,
So
It'll
you're,
be, if this one has something wrong with the motor, this one will be the one that goes in the auction.
I understood. I'm just saying, maybe we table in case you've got an issue where you need to use this.
oh, I see,
For a
for
little longer.
for a backup?
Use the money.
No.
No, use the mower.
The mower.
You can still surplus it though, and not, we don't have to get rid of it.
I don't-
You're just giving him permission to
I don't
do so
think
when
we-
it's time.
I don't think we vote on that yet until we understand what's going on with the unit that you have at the repair.
Yeah, it's up at Finger Lakes right now.
Just so you have peace of mind and the comfort level.
Yeah,
We can vote on surplusing this at any time.
that's fine, because the auction won't come until spring or the fall, I mean.
Okay, so
Table it.
we'll table that.
Yeah, you guys agree, I mean, that,
Yeah, he's gonna have to use something.
Well, yeah, in case he needs a backup.
just in case, and then the other thing is repairable, and it's like, hey, you gotta do this, then we dump this stuff.
Like you said, don't do it till fall anyway, so we'll have plenty of time. All right, so voting item D.
Make a motion,
I'll make a motion for the approval of the Schuyler County Italian Festival, American Festival. Special event application to be held in Clue Park, beginning with a setup date of 8/12 and ending with a takedown date of 8/16, with a request to collect all parking fees during the live event dates of 8/13 to 8/15.
second.
All right, discussion. I think we cleared all the questions that we had from tabling this before. Do you guys have any more? 3 times?
No, we had
Yeah,
those
2 or 3 times.
3 things that seems like they're accommodated now, and it's good that Ethan's involved now, because that was one of the bigger things we had to hang up on, is he wasn't going to some of the meetings, knowing what they were doing, so this is good.
Any more discussion? You all good? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. All right, voting item E.
I'll make a motion to approve the Lucky Hair Brewing Company permission to sell alcohol at a weekly summer concert series held in Lafayette Park on Tuesday nights from June 30th to August 25th.
Second.
Discussions.
I think we table this till we have other board members have a discussion about this and we understand what type of insurance will be put on the table, whether it's, even though this is a permit that they have to pull and it's not, onus is on them, it's still in our park. And to understand if we're gonna be, I hate to vote on this without even seeing their certificate of insurance with holding us additionally insured and the indemnity. But I'd love to get a perspective from the other two board members as well. But that's just my opinion.
When is the, so
You
when,
guys don't think we should table it then?
when do we start?
Won't make the first one, because I think from what I read, they have to have 15 days prior to the event to file for New York
Let's
State.
see.
They
Right,
could
but that
fall-
doesn't stop the,
No, they could fall into the next one if it's approved or something, so they have to first mark it.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think we're gonna wait, look into it a little bit.
Yeah, because there's, I think there's a lot of questions and maybe with the other board members here, they probably could, we could all better understand it. What do you think? All right, let's table that.
Make a motion to approve the rehire of Juliana Varner as lifeguard at $22 an hour. Start date is to be determined.
I'll second that.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Fred, wasn't one of these you're taking off?
No.
No, H is gonna go to,
Stacy sent an email out, that H was, we were gonna take off, but, she didn't realize she was already getting 17. So she asked to bump it. I put a revised thing in the docs. And you didn't get it.
they go to 1750.
So for Tina, for H.
Yeah, I didn't go to my box. I
Oh,
just
okay.
pulled stuff up.
Uh,
Make a motion to approve a wage increase to $17 an hour for Joe Biddle, part-time cleaner.
Second?
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That's carried. Now H.
Make a motion to approve a wage increase to $17.50 for Tina Young, part-time recreation attendant and camp office.
A second.
Discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, voting item I.
I'll make a motion to approve the hire of Paul Ector as motor equipment operator for street department, starting at $20.94 per hour, 90% scale, effective June 2nd, 2026.
Second.
Discussions?
no, this is just one that you guys, we agreed,
Got-
yeah.
We did, so,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Item J, I'll make a motion to approve non-union increases,
Wage increases?
wage increases.
I'll second that.
Discussions? You guys all get the paper?
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Motion for the audit.
I'll make a motion for the general audit, excuse me, dated June 8th, 2026, for a total amount of $214,319.35.
Second.
Discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. All right, board concerns and new business. All right, I got a couple of little things here. So with the closing of McGuire and that large parking area. I called Mr. Philip McGuire and asked if he would be interested in maybe leasing the grounds for pay to park. Seems though that everybody is complaining about there's never any parking in Watkins. And he kind of agreed to that. We just have to come up with a percentage. We got to come up with some signage, which we've kind of talked about. We're trying to get rolling, and
Line, yeah, straight.
he said he's going to do all that because he, yeah, what do they cover it or seal it or
It'd
something.
be the leasehold improvements, it'd be on him, so we got to help craft that.
He says he's got a company that does all that, does the sealing and does the lines and everything. So I can get back in touch with him to make sure we're all on the same page. We just have to come up with a fair percentage. He suggested a 50-50, but
A 50/50 one.
split.
For
The
the
cost of the, instead of like leasing it, we would just give him a percentage of
Of the parking.
What
of
we
the
make
parking
the-
fees.
the fees.
So like say, the state park charges $10, we would take 8 and give him 2, so it'd be like a 20/80. I thought maybe we could start off with that. I don't, it's whatever you guys think. I'm just throwing numbers out there now, but that would bring us down to the $8 that we're charging at
Everywhere
at
else.
Clute Park. It's not, it's money that we wouldn't have otherwise.
It's 100 spots, basically.
It's over 100.
Yeah, no, hey,
It's just a
see what
thought.
he can write up. He's got folks that can write up a lease agreement and what the crux of the business spirit of the deal is. We make a determination now.
But he's kind of, he kind of
He said, he.
put it in a short email that, you know, he suggested 50-50, but he said whatever you feel is fair. So I'm assuming he's kind of wanting us to maybe do a counter offer, and then if he agrees, then he'd maybe they'd write up a thing, or we'd
Yeah.
write up.
He wanted to figure out, he wanted to come to some terms so that they could start working on an agreement. And then that way, they can either do it or Dave can do it, one or the other, it doesn't matter. And then they can get the ball rolling. Then he'll have to review the agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand all that.
We talked to the insurance, our insurance said they didn't think there's a problem.
Yeah, Dave said that the agreement was easy and the insurance was fine, they would just have to add the law on his, coverage.
So we just need some signage.
Which he would cover that in his leasehold improvements, right?
No, the signage is on us.
Okay. But the striping
The way I understood it,
and the routing of the, yeah. Yeah, because that wouldn't be on us, that's a leasehold improvement.
yeah. If he sells it, then why would we? He was actually all for it. I was surprised he never even hesitated. So I thought it was an opportunity. And maybe if some of his neighbors see that, they might offer some of their parking spaces too. That whole side of the street's getting pretty barren.
Yeah, what side? Is it both sides or?
We
just
can
the
use
main
both
side?
sides. I had an idea for the other side, but we could discuss that at another time. So, you think, you wanna move forward on that?
Yeah, I think we were just talking about it, it's just it's a new business discussion. I think we start kicking it around, like what, the ideas of what a business deal would look like.
Yeah, so did I already say State Park's getting 10? So we can ask for more if you want. I'm asking you guys what you think. You can go to 12, you go whatever.
I think we
No,
got
I don't.
too crazy.
I think, oh, you're talking about the fees, I think, wouldn't we charge the same as what we're charging, what are we charging, 8?
You charge 8 at the park, but the state park charges 10.
He's suggesting bump it to 10, and then that way they keep 2, and we still keep our
Right.
8.
And then that'll knock us down to R8. I mean, he might counter and say, you know,
That's where I lost you, I thought he was presenting a 50/50 deal, so if you knock it to 10, we're only receiving 5.
Right. But then we said we're gonna say 80/20.
80/20.
80/20.
So that'll knock it to our 8.
So that would knock us down to our $8, and he would get $2 for every car. And he might counter offer, say something else, and so, you guys, so how low are you willing to go? It's money that we wouldn't have anyways.
No, I'm not saying you don't do the deal, I'm saying we just come up with the business structure. I guess it was like, why would we not keep the same fees that we're already charging in other areas?
Because that's what I'm trying to do, keep the same fee.
Just to
$8,
charge
$8.
Right.
giving him two out of 10 will bring us to $8.
Okay, but you're still charging someone 10.
Yeah, but it's municipal parking on Main Street. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a starting point.
$10 for a day,
Yep,
or just,
day.
I believe that's what it is at the state park, $10 a day for the whole day.
even if you're there for an hour, you
Mm-hmm.
get that for $10.
Correct?
It's not time parking. It could be, you could design it that way, but we don't, that's not what we're doing right now. The parking stuff's not time.
It's one of these deals where we got about a 3-month window here, so he's willing to move it along as fast as he can. As long as we can come upon agreement, we could start, as soon as he's done with it, he said within 2 weeks.
He's got everything pretty much gone over there now as it is. There can't be many cars left today. I was
That
surprised.
eases the burden of all the tourists parking and then
I get it,
illegal
I
parking. and-
understand that, it's just, some people are only gonna be parking for a couple of hours and then,
Parking's at a premium.
like,
What do you think, fellas? Want to counter offer him and see what he says?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when did you, so, yeah, this is the first I heard about it, so, yeah. I think it's definitely something
Well, yeah, why
to
don't
continue the discussion.
It was last week, and then we went and looked at the parking lot. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Sewer inspection push camera. So, we've had some issues, and we're looking at a smaller camera to do laterals. We have sufficient amount of funds to do this, to buy it. We're looking at what, 10 or 12 grand?
Yeah, that was about right.
Yeah, about 12 grand.
That may help us but we can only do it if they have a clean out, right?
If they have a cleanup.
Wait, what is this for?
This is a
Sewer.
suggestion to purchase a lateral camera.
Oh, because like Montour has one, we don't, we have a bigger one.
We have one for the, yeah.
What does Terry think? Is this something Terry has
No.
gotten quotes on?
No, we've gotten quotes on it before. This is a suggestion that just came around. We're bringing it back up to the board.
We did quotes on it last year,
Yeah.
Okay.
and we got 3 vendors it last year,
Mhm.
and then it just kind of faded out, and then they got talking about it again. About just having one.
We're bringing it back up again. I don't think it's a bad idea.
No, Nick has the funds and,
Definitely.
or in Terry's fund balance there for sewer. Plus he had a rollover, right? He had funds rolled over.
There was always, the sewer always has been sort of over, but, plus you have other stuff that's gonna adjust here shortly, and then you have your INI, that's just exactly what JT bought that camera off of 1 year, but they have an INI budget that's 100,000 every year, and they don't use it at all. So that pushes over, so it's always there.
It's just a suggestion to the board. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Look into it?
Yeah.
Go further, move forward with it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is a real touchy subject. Have you noticed the village steps that go up by Morty's Barber Shop? They go all the way up, and they go all the way up to North Glen
They
Ave?
only go up to the next street, and then if you go over to, what's
No, they
that?
go all the way up.
Yeah.
Jackson?
Oh,
There's
wait.
2 blocks they go up.
Yeah,
Joe
So-
Wilkins.
Altogether, there's 3 total.
There's
Yeah.
3 total, right?
so have you checked, if you get a chance, go up through the last 2, the 2 highest ones?
One goes by Nico's house there.
By Joe Orban.
Yep.
A couple of them are in pretty bad shape. I don't know what to do about it. So it's all galvanized railing. We went up and looked at it, those higher two legs are in pretty thick concrete, some of the concrete steps are tore away, the railing is in pretty bad shape, there's tree limbs hanging all over. It's, if you guys get a chance, you might wanna check it out to see what kind of ideas you might come up with. Not really know,
It's kind of a fix it or get rid of it.
I was gonna say.
and I'm not even sure how
Fix
you
it or
fix
close
it.
it.
Yeah.
We could just put in concrete, tear them out, put new ones in.
Is the concrete deteriorating too?
Yeah.
A couple of the steps are in pretty bad shape. And you know what? I don't even know, don't even think I dare go down there at night. There's no lighting or anything, is there? Kind of a bad situation.
We've been talking about it for, this is probably year 3.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
one of those things where.
And like he said, Dennis said he just got somebody talking, and I've had 3 people come to me and question it. So,
I use them a lot and they are in bad shape.
Do you use, block 2 and 3?
And I use them all. It's usually when I come out of the gorge there, I'll swing down through that way.
yeah, you might,
They've been like that for a while.
I mean, you see people going up them a lot, but they do have to be fixed.
Okay, so when you say you see people going up a lot, do you see people going up just, 4th Street to Monroe?
It's hard to say, because you really only see them when they're going up on Wardy's there,
Yeah.
and I don't know where they go from there. I think, do a lot of people at the Second Street apartments use them?
They walk up Second Street.
Because what I'm thinking is like, what if we kept the first tier,
Kept the park one and get rid of the other.
eliminate the other 2, we'd have to go in and remove the concrete, so there's no liability left on us, and rescind the right of way,
Yes.
because I would imagine
That would
there's
be
a
your
right of way.
cheapest way.
That way we gotta take ourselves off the liability. But we'd have
give it to the homeowner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark Stephanie mentioned it the other day too,
Mention what?
about those stairs up, that go
Oh.
all the way up, they actually go all the way up to.
yeah, because that's, Scotty, that's not a cheap fix right
No,
there.
that's.
It's not
It's,
budgeted.
you get equipment in there's your next issue.
Yeah, you're talking a pump truck for concrete.
Yeah.
The other don't tell us that the Gifford, or the Gifford Park one, you've been up there, especially when we put the tree up that one time we're doing it, some of it's not steps, it's just a straight slant, and then
Right.
during the winter, nice people just.
Oh, yeah, you slide right down. So that was my thought with the Gifford Park, it being a park,
You have to keep the steps there,
but we may be able to get some kind of grant for it,
right?
being a park.
Because I notice a lot of the steps that aren't even the same height either, so it
Yeah,
kind of
they're not.
throws you off going up and down.
Yep,
them.
they're long
And I
and
can
short.
see probably as a homeowner, it's not desirable to have people, I mean, I would want people walking up and down right next to my house if I lived right
In the
there.
middle of the night.
I'd be too scared to even go down there. It's like a jungle. All right, so we're gonna look further into this.
I would think you would.
We're gonna have to look at what the costs are to tear out those 2, and that's gonna be the big thing, is if these guys.
That's
are gonna-
cheaper than rebuilding.
No, I agree, yeah, you guys should be gone.
Yeah.
Air hammers.
Scotty, you might have to rent a
Jacket.
small dingo, a Toro dingo or something. Get in there
We'd have to get homeowner approval to go on the property.
and, right, but if they're gonna take over that property, and
I think they,
I would think they'd probably be amicable with not having people walk. through
So what happens if they get a couple that don't want to?
I think there's probably only 4 people.
I think that might be something where we just say,
This is what we're doing.
yeah, we'd have to see if we can do that.
Do what?
I'll check this.
It's like removing it, so
Oh,
regardless.
oh, yeah.
It's not something we can afford.
Right. Can't fix it.
I think removing it's no question as to whether you give it to the homeowner.
I think somebody, I think where you're going was like, what if the somebody's like, I think Scott, what if the homeowner doesn't say, hey, no, I want this here, fix it?
Oh, no, I was thinking if they didn't want us to give them the piece of property.
No.
No.
Then it would just
I think
roll
you have
the
a
grass.
right to take it out, no matter what, but I would be
Yeah.
more concerned about what it might cost later on
If somebody,
down the road.
yeah, okay. So so we'll,
Yeah, that's why you're removing it.
All right.
yeah, so let's dwell into that a little further. All right, we talked about this last year, Decatur Street Bridge. I think we probably,
We hold up a minute, so we got a plan. Fred, you're gonna check with if we just say regardless if the homeowner doesn't want the property, you're gonna talk to the attorney. Scott, can you look into like what you would have to do to remove all the steps and the railings and just do a figurative cost? I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
And figure out like what you guys have to do to remove all that.
okay.
Scott, can you also look into, we might not have to deal with other properties, because I don't know if it's split down the middle. Just see whose property those are sitting on. So check out the property lines, all right?
Okay. I can do that.
Can you nail that?
Right.
getting pretty busy.
Then get with, you know, Pete. And then they got a plan, like, you know.
We'll get an idea of what,
We'll have to talk to 2 people versus 4.
Right. It can't be more than 4.
I hope it's not split down on 2 properties.
well, they're, yeah, well, that one's got a, well, I'm not gonna say that. We just have one.
It's right there.
Yeah, we gotta at least try to get an estimate of what it's gonna,
States, that's not gonna upset you, is it? Okay. It's part of your walking.
Steps in, I'll go around.
Gotta go a little farther.
Gotta
That's
go
all.
further down, it's all right, it would never hurt anybody.
you all set? All right, Decatur Street Bridge. So we did have Larson Bridge expert come and inspect it because of the part of the sidewalk and the curb that's all deteriorated and breaking up. And she actually, we went down underneath, looked at the stuff underneath. So there needs to be some preventive maintenance work done, there needs to be some painting done, there needs to be,
New transit.
they need to do the, what do you call that?
Transits.
The transits in between the road and the bridge itself. And there needs to be some concrete shoring up in the, where it started the road underneath, so, I think somehow that got dropped, but, so what's our next step, Scott?
We're supposed to have gotten, the last thing where we left off was they gave us a quote, it's like 3,500 for them to do the full actual spec workup of everything that needed to be done. Remember, she came out and did like a visual, but she said they sent us a thing based on our retainer or agreement with Larson that they would do a full report. She did say that those rubber in-betweens or whatever, she said that that was like one of the focus things that needed to be done first.
They were supposed to be changed every 15 years, that bridge is 30 years old.
Yeah.
We were waiting for the next inspection report, is like supposed to be now,
I
between
think-
now and August.
Yes,
So we were waiting for that to come out,
to see what the state
to
says.
give it to them as, in addition to,
That's right, that's, I remember that one.
it was
It
in
is
May of
getting-
last year.
It's getting
but-
inspected this summer.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it was in May of last year, but, or May, 2 years ago, I can't remember, but it was in May. But they said, when I called them, they said that they were behind schedule and they were looking more towards August by the time they got to it.
So that's
That'll
kind of,
give us a full inspection report.
Right.
and then we were talking or looking into the, paying for it, right? So can't come out of CHIPS, but
Yeah.
there's something to do with the county or something, or the state's got something?
It comes out, you
You
can
can't
take
take it
out
out.
of chips for it.
Yeah, you can actually pay for the engineering report,
Oh, we can use CHIPS?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would probably be a big hit to chips, but all of it.
Well, I think it's gotta be done. I don't think you wanna wait till, that's the only other, there's only one other crossing besides that one.
Well, she suggested that we had, you know, a few years down, like, 5 years span or
Yeah.
whatever, but
I think we start planning it, I think Fred's right, it's not something we got to.
No, it doesn't have to be done this
But we got-
This year, I mean, but we're getting a free report on by the state engineer.
The-
In August, you said?
Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said July or August, they were behind.
It's an inspection report, but it doesn't show like what,
It don't give you your spec.
all that, the actual repairs, what need to be done, and things
So-
like that. It tells you what's faulty.
I'm not so concerned about the bridge caving in, I'm more concerned about the sidewalk and
The sidewalk's a priority.
the curbing on that one end. I don't know how long you wanna wait for an inspection, if there's something you can do to that and not have it be damaged when you do the other work, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? That, I think that should get fixed like sooner than later.
Yeah, that she did, yeah, did she not say that, something about, we can do it, or we have a concrete guy come out and do it, but just take that section out? Didn't you say something like that?
You would cut the section
Yeah.
out, but you'd want, my personal opinion, you want a company fund just for liability,
Right.
where it is.
But what I'm saying is, we can do just that for now, and then do the rest of the bridge stuff later.
The rubber's later and underneath the bridge later.
And that won't disturb the new concrete.
Yes.
I think that's probably what the avenue we should go, I'm thinking, because it is getting pretty,
And I can get a quote from a guy on that that's already in the New York State, whatever it is, that we have to go through.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
I'd move forward with that.
Okay.
I'll call that guy back and just ask him where we're at on the schedule, if we're moving up, I'm just calling August.
Scott, is it the south end of the bridge, the sidewalk and curbing?
Northeast.
It's bad, but it isn't that bad. I mean,
It's getting worse.
it's breaking apart.
And the curbing's starting to bow out a little bit more also. And I don't really, you got any more for that? I'm just gonna move on. You all set? I don't really know what Cargill shutdown's all about.
That, did they just shut down, is it twice a year? Or is it? Yeah, twice a year, they just shut, they just let everyone know that they're gonna be down.
So that's 3 days they won't be parking down in front of the dwelling site.
They won't want.
The train won't go on Saturday. But you have to wait for it.
Okay, I think do we need to have a motion to go into executive, or we just say we're going to?
No, I've got one more.
Oh, okay.
It's actually an update. Me and Margaret have a liaison update for the electric department. So we went to the school and we checked out right-of-way property that we have with Switch Source. They were in town. They're 2 months behind on this feature, not because of them, but because of grant funding and just delays on that aspect. They have a PO they issued last week for the power electronics box, which is like your PCU that you have in like a plant, your HMIs, where you control whatever you're doing to that machinery. So that, this is gonna have not only a transformer, but also another substation, not a substation, but another platform for them to regulate the power and the amperage, so they can do monitoring. So there's 2 features there. One, got talking about like, hey, if I can swing it, would you guys like to have the transformers up on the pole? And because we have poles in inventory, and he orders a certain amount every year, we both advocated yes. We'd rather see the transformers up on the pole versus us spending money on a concrete slab that we have to put in. So they'll still have to put in a mini pad for the,
Yeah, I thought that sat on the ground, that one.
yeah, so if we had to put in a pad for the transformer, that's a big, it's
That-
probably
so
8
the
by
thing
10,
that sits
10
on
by
the-
10 pad.
So that's the transformer that's sitting on the ground.
That's what that's one of the items. That would be one pad, then there'd be another pad for the electronic box, the controls feature. So we would reduce one, because we already have poles in inventory. And there's a pole down there, there's actually one sitting there, it's a dead man. Nothing on it. So Tommy's looking into, all right, do we use that or do we remove it because of how old it is? And we just put in one that we have in inventory, put up, if he can swing the tri-setup for the transformer on the pole with the company that makes these, they'll know that within 4 weeks.
Tommy?
No,
Tommy or the?
Switch Source.
Okay.
Tommy already knows what he can and can't do.
He likes it being on the pole too?
He likes it being on the pole, he says that you're ready to
am I getting confused with something else? I thought that was just one piece of equipment, and they made some major changes on that piece of equipment, so it would have
They did.
less chances of
It
breaking
is,
down.
there's two pieces. It's just, I think, maybe when he articulated it to us, it was one piece.
Yeah, it was
But
just-
it's two. There's a large transformer like you see down at the school when you
Yeah, he
walk
said
in
it was
there.
basically like a Generac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically what he was telling us it was.
that's the power control unit. It's gonna be the size of a generator. The transformer would be a lot larger.
Okay, because I only remember seeing one box, that's why.
No, there's two.
Okay,
So we were like, yeah, and then he said there might even be, he's got another avenue on some grant funds, so that if he can get this triplex transformer set up for a pole, he may be able to pull funds together to help us pay for our pole and inventory. So, but that's to be determined. We won't know that for another month. But that was just an update. This is moving along. And obviously, you guys have seen, some of you have seen the
oh, yeah,
emails back and forth.
oh, yeah.
We're trying to get this contract. So,
Okay.
I got one more for you.
I've run out of room.
I know, so do I put it on the side. This one's Scott's one. We just need to keep in the back of our mind, because we keep talking about it every year, but the cemetery in Glenwood, the road is getting worse and worse to the point that it's big potholes and it's a real rough ride if you ever drove up there.
That's the old cemetery.
Yeah, so he got a quote, it's about 15 grand. What was
Yeah,
it?
just for stone and oil.
Yeah, that's just the stone on the side of it,
We'd
actually.
have to level it before they got there with the whole patch.
But we're going to have to at some point, so I don't, even if it's if we finally get cemetery grants, I don't know, but
If we could find a grant, it'd be better than blacktop.
Yeah, because that's the only way you're gonna fix all the holes and stuff, that oil and stone ain't gonna do that.
and just year by year,
It's
it's
probably
just
nothing.
getting worse.
Roots, tree roots growing across.
I mean, look what's in the hollow.
Probably all gotta be graded and,
Well,
Wouldn't that be a mess going through there too? Digging that road all out?
Yeah, I mean, you can take it out and put it back to dirt. So you need some equipment to do that.
Right.
just something to think about, because it's like, we bring it up quite a bit, but.
Scotty, sorry. Go ahead.
So, I just wanna make sure we knew about it. He actually just decided to get a quote, because everyone kept, I mean, even in the past, when we were talking about it with Lori, the question was, how much would it cost?
Mhm.
And that's the cheap version, so.
So Scotty, in your CHIPS money, can you use that for, is that considered a street?
You cannot use it on the
Can't use that in
cemetery.
cemeteries, okay.
all right, yes, another question too. So that cemetery is shared like the one up,
St. Mary's on the top, yes.
correct, so,
Scott was thinking of having paid parking up there, no. I'm just kidding.
oh,
A toll to go up the road.
Do we own that cemetery, or does St. Mary's have a joint effort on that one?
They own the upper part.
All the way to the top.
And the state park uses that road quite a bit to access their Indian trail, with their side by side.
Okay,
Hmm.
so that's
There's
like a
two.
three-way split,
Yeah.
actually.
that's what I'm looking at.
It should be.
That's what I'm looking at.
Stace, you ever see anything when you look at grants on, like, just accidentally seen it, like something for cemeteries?
I haven't seen anything, but talking about it all this week.
We should, have Scotty meet with the state park.
State,
If they're
And the
using that
church.
road too, yeah.
if they're
I
using
mean, I could also get a quote for blacktop, all the way up through.
Yeah, I'd get quotes, but then we,
approach them.
yeah,
See if
approach the
they'll
other two entities and say, hey, we need some help here, you guys are using this road, and St. Mary's owns part of it,
Yeah.
technically, right?
Yeah, you gotta drive all the way on that road, all the way up to the top.
Right, you can't get there from,
You can't really know their way unless you walk through this park.
Wonder how that, is there an agreement somewhere, Fred?
I'm not sure, I've never seen
Jesus.
one, but that's look.
Shit,
yeah, where would that be?
Right.
That's older than the hills up there.
Oh, my
My
God.
great grandmother's buried up there.
It's interesting how all that works,
Titanic people around up there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's worth, yeah, and I think we need to look into that. Okay.
Yeah, That's a good idea, Scott. I would get quotes for both.
Get quotes and check with the state and
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
There might be something through just the,
Yeah, they might have something, but
not just St. Mary's here, but they may have something where they can tap into a fund through the diocese, I think they're at what, Rochester or something.
I think it is Rochester.
Scott, that's a good idea. Get a quote on like just blacktopping the whole thing and then one for oil and stone and any other ideas you got.
I'll call Don and have it, then I'm getting your phone out.
Yeah, get a couple options, like. What other works?
There's got to be
Why does the state park use it?
up at
State
top.
Park uses, we get up to the Indian Trail, they'll run their gators off Pine Street, and then go over to the cemetery to get out in there. Cause there are two trails are right on two different spots in the cemetery, they access.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Ain't all about.
So the last two things real quick, I don't want to extend it out, but just, so, I did put bids, or requests out for the appraisal of the old sewer plant. I only got one response back, so far that's 2,400. And we have an old, park grant that we can't close out until we get Clue Park survey done. And there's two types of surveys, and I've put out a couple times, the only person I ever get back is from Nate down there in Elmira somewhere. But it's $5,000 to do non-topographical, and then 8,000 to do, so we gotta decide on that. But that's been pending forever, that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You need surveys done on Clue Park.
Yep, the last one is from like the 1800s or whatever, I don't remember what it was, but it's not acceptable. The state is basically saying that you have to close it out, and the only way to close it out is to have a current survey. And so that thing's been pending for I don't know how long, but the problem is they're saying that you can't get any more grants for
Right.
Blue Park without getting this resolved.
Is that
It's
our
like the second time
responsibility in
we've heard
accordance
that
with the
this year.
lease to pay for the survey?
The lease for,
We don't own Clue Park.
oh yeah, we do,
We own Clue Park.
yeah,
We don't own the campgrounds, we own Clue
Oh,
Park.
sorry.
yeah. This is for Blue Park and then the park.
All right, so just the lakeside.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so it's just one of those things where I'm,
I thought
we
Judy
just talk
checked,
about it, but it's one of those things where we gotta pull the trigger eventually, because Nate's ready to do it. You know, because he's the one that gave us, he's the only one that responded last year, and I just followed up with him and just said, is your quote still good? And he said yes.
did you check with Judy? And I thought she came up with something.
Judy said that Stacy would be able to get the pavilion grant without the delay, but that any other
Oh,
big stuff would
okay.
be held up.
Right, it was
Because the state sent her a thing that has a set requirement of
Right.
exactly what the survey would require. So I had to submit that out to everybody and say, this is specific stuff that has to be done. So they had to make sure they could do it.
Who's
Yeah.
not responded to? Are you saying survey?
I had sent I sent requests out, yeah. I had one that, said he was gonna get back to me, and he didn't, one didn't respond at all. And then this Nate, the one, we've asked him a couple times, but he responds pretty quickly. He's a Twin Tiers survey something. He's never shied away from us, we never used him.
Oh, I'll send you some surveys.
But yeah, we need more quotes, but either way, I'm just saying.
So does
Yeah,
that
that's a
also,
ballpark figure of what it's gonna cost, so.
is that also holding up the grant on the sewer? The new sewer pump?
No, that's different.
Because it's in Clue Park.
Yeah, I know, but that's not a park, we're talking about park grants for the.
For her to get a pavilion grant, she can't get it because we don't have a survey.
Right.
No, she said
Well,
we could.
Judy said for the pavilion, she could do that, but they said if there was any other down the road future park enhancements or anything you wanted to do, I don't know,
Like the
bathrooms or
lakeside
whatever.
pavilion.
Right.
Yeah, then,
You're probably gonna need a state grant for that, big one.
it doesn't matter, because you're gonna need it for future.
Well, yeah, but that
Eventually.
was my understanding that we had to have that so they could close the grants
That
out
you have to, they will not close that grant, that whole thing will not close out until
until we,
we get the survey.
all right.
It's been pending forever.
I'll send you some surveyors then. So you have to do this right.
Basically,
Sooner than later.
yeah.
Well, it's just been, this is the second year, I think, we've been talking about it, so.
It's long enough. Because it would suck if something really came up where she could get
Well,
money.
that's how it started, though, was she started talking about it back when, and then that's when Judy came to us and said, you guys can't get anything until you close this out.
Yeah, she
And
sent
here's-
it.
And she sent us the requirements and said, this is what you gotta do. And it's because they said whatever one we had on file, when they submitted it for the last big project, they said that thing was so outdated that it wasn't acceptable. So,
I'm sorry, what grant can't we close out right now?
I can't remember what it was, I'll have to pull
Well,
it.
we got to,
It was something before me.
Yeah, way back, this has been out for quite a while.
so how do
I'll
we,
find out.
how do we get the grants to get all the other stuff done?
I don't know. Rules, I
Luck.
don't make those state rules. I don't know what to tell you.
So different than the water plant one, survey for the water plant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, have we run out?
No, that's it. I just wanna make sure we.
Yeah,
close it so
no,
we can-
it's good to talk about, it's what we're here for. All right, so,
You said you had executive?
I'd like to move into an executive.
I make a motion to move in the executive.
Night, guys.
for
Personal.
Personnel.
Personnel, sorry.
I'll second it, I'm sorry.
Thank you all very much for coming.
See you later.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to write.
You guys have,
Scott, nice job on it.
thanks.
Bring appetizers next time.
I'm gonna talk to Kenny and Kelly tomorrow.
Big seal stuff.
And,
Here, you can-
copy a lot.
The pay scale for non-union.
Well, it doesn't include any of you guys, cause you're all union.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh,
I just wanted to look at it.
oh,
Yeah.
So,
I thought you were
I'm
asking
gonna
you.
follow
if-
Kenny
Can you
and
just
Kelly
come back or can I
tomorrow.
make a copy?
I'll get one
Okay.
now.
And
Sweet, thank you.
see if I can take him up and show him those steps, and tell him what I wanna do, and see if shared service, cause they got the big excavators, and they got the big trucks. Reach up in there. If we could reach up in there and pull stuff down, and take it out, load it out, and then haul it to our upper cemetery and get rid of it. That would save a lot of money if they can do it.
Well, when we walked up through there, there were some properties that the people give you permission.
Well, the problem